Let's talk about the story in the Bible, Luke 5, verse 18 to 26. So there was this group of men that heard that Jesus was in town, and one of them was paralyzed. But because they heard about the great healings and miracles of Jesus, they wanted to take their friend that was paralyzed. So upon getting there, Jesus was inside of a house, and there were so many people that was in the house at the door. The man that was paralyzed couldn't get in. So his friends brought him to the roof of the house that Jesus was in, and they laid him on something that was like a couch, and lowered him down into the house to Jesus. So when Jesus saw how much faith they had in him, he first forgave their sins, and then afterwards he healed the man that was paralyzed. So the man that was paralyzed that Jesus healed, he then got up and started to give glory to God. Now, here we have another story where someone believed in Jesus and their belief transitioned into faith, not just for him, but for his friends also, where regardless of showing up, the amount of people that was there, they didn't turn back. They found a way in order to get to Jesus. And verse 20 says, "And when he saw their faith, he forgave them first of their sins." So we make all these excuses all the time about why we don't believe and about why we won't see God. And if a man that's paralyzed, regardless of the odds being against him, not being able to walk, getting there and not being able to get in, he found a way to get in, to get to Jesus. And we have the ability every day to do the same, to seek God, and we have the freedom of going to God. And we're not doing that. Why? Because we're taking it for granted. We're taking the access to Jesus for granted. And here we are not seeking God because one, we think we have time, and two, we don't believe. You're not paralyzed, you're not blind, you're not sick. So tell me the real reason what's stopping you from seeking Jesus Christ today. Imagine those guys not believing in God and they had not went that day. One, they wouldn't have gotten their sins forgiven by Jesus. Two, the guy would have not had the opportunity to be healed by Jesus. Yeah, from not walking to walking. He would have missed his opportunity. Imagine if he had turned back when getting there and there was so much people there that he couldn't get in. He would have turned back and would have been like, you know what, there's too many people here. I'm not going to get to him or get in. So the real question now, are you missing your opportunity right now by not believing?